We do a lot of hand curation at Blip. So what we really look for are shows that have metrics like great engagement, viewers who watch all the way to the end, but maybe they're not getting as many views as they could. Those are the ones that we try to work with the most to try to expose them to a bigger audience because we know that the people who are watching are really enjoying it. The ones that are popular already kind of have a leg up. They already have a ton of exposure and people looking for them. So that's a lot easier to work with those situations. But we really want to be able to bring up the shows that are really great and emerging and can find an audience.
So talk about the alternative universe for entertainment programming, particularly on the scripted side. What's happening? And you guys seem to be getting some traction.
Yeah, I mean, scripted is still a difficult proposition across the board. My recommendation always to people who want to do scripted shows is to say, think about doing something very unique as your scripted show. Think about who your audience is going to be. Don't make it about two guys in a living room in Hollywood because, there's 50,000 shows like that out there. So if you can find a unique way to bring your idea to fruition, you'll find your audience, and we can help you find your audience.
Tell us about some of the successes that you're really excited about.
Certainly on the scripted side, Anyone But Me is a breakout hit. They just finished up their most recent season. We have a sci-fi show called 8 and 5, which is really, really, really well done. It's very unique. There's a new show on Blip called Girl Parts that's starting to really find an audience. And, we have our recent deal with the Collective that we did where we now are working with Freddie W. and Annoying Orange and Fred and iJustine, and all those guys are really starting to kick butt on Blip as well.
How about mobile devices? I know you've been on the Roku. Is it still web mostly, or what's happening with the distribution of this content?
Yeah, it's still web focused for us. I believe mobile and OTT are relevant, and we have a foothold there. It's nice to be able to, even if your show doesn't have a huge audience, to be able to distribute it on a Roku player. You go over a friend's house and they have a Roku and say, hey, let's watch my show on TV. That's a really great talking point. But the audiences using those devices are still relatively small. So it's, it's a foothold right now.
If you were to tell a creator who's got a great idea, and they want to break it out, creatively and distribution-wise, of course they should go on Blip. But what are some tips you would give?
I really think that your strategy of release and audience growth there's nothing more important. And what I recommend is that the creators create a website of their own and control their audience and start there. I, of course, use a Blip player there. And then use Blip's distribution tools to go to YouTube, go to Facebook, build up your Twitter following and embed the videos there. I think you have to have a really smart strategy of release, even if it's windowed. So, first it's on your website and it's available only there for a week, let's say, and then you go to YouTube and you give the YouTube audience what they want. Maybe you follow that with Facebook or whatever is going to be the smartest way for you. But you definitely want to have an approach and you want to execute it with the ultimate consistency. Consistency is everything.